Some childhood memories hold a special place in my heart. Growing up, certain events have brought those memories rushing back. For me, that event was getting the opportunity to teach. As a child, I was fascinated by the idea of teaching. I remember when I was about 5 years old, I would gather all my neighborhood friends and play teacher with them. Some of them were older than me, yet I was always the one who wanted to be and became the teacher. I would also check their notebooks with a red pen and draw happy faces and stars where they deserved it. That teaching bug has stuck with me through the years. In my ninth grade, as part of SUPW, I spent a year teaching my peers online. I conducted meetings on Zoom, discussed concepts, and helped solve their doubts. Then there was this one moment during my English board exam that really stands out. One of the questions asked what changes we would like to see in our school. Without hesitation, I wrote of my wish for increased visits to government schools, old age homes, nursing homes, because that was the change that I wanted to see. And that wish actually came true down the line. On April 13th, 2023, I embarked on a journey that completely changed my perspective on life. It was the day I began my internship at Sri Rabindranath Tagore School. When I first entered the classroom, I was greeted with a chorus of Namaste Archie ma'am. I was immediately struck by how young and innocent these kids were, and I couldn't help but fall in love with it. After a few weeks of regular teaching, I introduced the Skill Development Program. In this program, I taught important 21st century skills such as communication, teamwork, leadership, problem solving, and public speaking to the students. To foster these skills, I conducted various activities to engage and challenge the students. For communication skills, the kids engaged in hands-on activities like picture composition, show and tell, story writing, etc. When it came to teamwork, we took a more interactive approach with activities like common thread, trust walk, and scavenger hunt. Our sessions strike a balance between learning and fun, which is probably why the kids rushed to the door to hug me as soon as I entered. Of course, managing everything all at once is not an easy task. I have faced many challenges along the way. My school operates for 9 hours on weekdays, so Saturdays were the only time I could teach. However, SRT didn't operate on Saturdays, which was a significant challenge. But in the end, it all worked out. Rupal ma'am and I arranged for special tutoring sessions for the kids on Saturdays. I'll also never forget the first week of IB1 when our school hours ended at 1:45 p.m. I seized that opportunity to go and teach, but I had to run to the bus area, catch a bus at 1:45 exactly, and then teach until 4:30 p.m. So that was a very challenging week for me. Taking the time to design special worksheets and create activity plans was another challenge. But at the end of the day, I realized how fulfilling it is to spend my energy in the right direction. This aspect of my life makes me feel complete as an individual. To date, I have spent 135 hours teaching, creating, interacting, loving and laughing. It feels like a significant achievement, but it's not the end. The skill development program is ongoing and I intend to complete it by 2025. Until then, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Archie Uplifts, and my personal blog where I document my day-to-day experiences of teaching. Even though I was the one teaching in the classroom, it feels like my students have taught me a lot more. There are some key takeaways that I'll never forget. When I interacted with Jaina ma'am, I came to understand that these kids and their families are grappling with financial and familial challenges. Their parents are struggling to make ends meet. It's a stark reminder to look beyond our own hurdles and value the privilege we often take for granted. We must avoid being self centered and develop compassion for others. The resilience in these kids has inspired me to prioritize contributing to the society in whatever way I can. It's not always about material donations. Sometimes it's as simple as spreading love, care, and hope. Even such small acts of kindness can have a monumental impact on others. As I conclude, I want to thank a few people without whom none of this would be possible. Thank you, Kiran sir, for entrusting me with this opportunity. Rupal ma'am, your guidance through the challenges I faced has been invaluable. To my parents, your encouragement has been my rock. And last, but certainly not the least, to the kids, thank you for filling this journey with beauty and meaning. Thank you very much.